Good Meridian. How is everyone doing out there today? Let's go ahead and give me a minute or two. I need to set up this microphone, then we will get started. There we go. Self. Hello, hello. How are you doing today? Let's get set up a little bit more. I think the first order of business is for me to see, am I actually sending out volume? Mic check. Volume. Mic check. Sounds like I am. TuneFed, welcome back yourself. Sorry I'm getting off to a little late start. We had a guest over here at the house and helping her out with some crypto stuff today. More people getting into crypto every day. She wants to do an NFT collection and had some questions about that, so I was happy to help. So what do y'all think about NFTs these days? Do you think that a collection of NFT images would be something that people would buy into if they were just images these days? Or do you think that that day and age is past and everything needs to be utility based? Can y'all imagine? I'd be curious to know what y'all thought. What would be the possibility, or what would it take for a collection of NFT images to do well if they were only images? Right? They had no utility whatsoever. What are y'all's input there for what it would take for those to do well? Certainly, one thing that comes to my mind right away is if some famous person, like Brad Pitt as an example, if some famous person, Snoop Dogg, whoever, puts out a collection of NFTs that's just images, there's no utility behind it at all, that because they're put out by a famous person, somebody or many somebodies would want to scoop some of those up. Perhaps also, especially if it was artwork that they had drawn or that they had created themselves, unlike maybe a photograph taken, right? Maybe if it was special artwork, that could have a little bit more value, perhaps. Good Meridian, Nobel. How are you doing? Welcome on in. Let's see here. I think we're all set up with this today. We're about to do a giveaway. I know I'm getting started late, but I think we can catch the 3:30 giveaway coming up in just another 2 minutes or so. Nobel says, doing all right, but I feel a little bit ill, but feeling okay. Oh no, Nobel. Think this might be a cold or the flu or stomach virus. I'm doing pretty good. I got a lot of sleep. I think I got caught up in my sleep last night. Went to bed fairly early. TuneFed says, I don't have many picture type NFTs, but TuneFed, when you say you don't have many, that means that you have some, correct? Do you have those on purpose? And if so, why are you holding on to some, at least, pictures? So I have, I think, one or two just picture art NFTs myself. And the reason that I have those is because they were given to me free by a friend of mine that made them himself. And a little bit more out of respect, I guess, or the novelty of having NFTs, I've been holding them. I don't think they're worth any financial value right there. He's not famous or anything like that. But I'm holding them more just because he made them. I don't even think they're ever going to go up in value. So it's not like I'm holding them as an investment either. Novell says, yeah, a little bit of flu and hell of a headache. Oh man, sorry to hear that. I also own some, what I think are picture NFTs that were just probably spammed to me, and I don't even want to touch them to get them out of my wallet. Well, Nobel, I hope you're feeling better soon. It does not sound fun to be dealing with headaches and flu-type symptoms. No good at all. Let's see, TuneFed says, I don't have any big ones like the Bored Ape Yacht Club stuff, I guess. I bought a pixel cat that I like, and I use that as my Discord profile picture. Oh, cool. Yeah. That was on Solana, but that project rugged. Oh, man. It's interesting, though, that a project can rug and you still own those NFTs, right? So at least you're getting a little bit of value out. Although I don't know if a rugged project, if I would want to see an image from them day after day as my profile picture and get reminded, they rugged me, they rugged me, they rugged me day after day. But I mean, if it's an image that you liked, then I can see how that could be fun. TuneFed also says, I do have a Decentraland parcel, though, too, that I've never done anything with. Just like the cat. Yeah, nice. I have got a collection of NFTs also. It's been a long time since I've really gone to look at them. I'm not sure if I want to take the time to go and look at them, but maybe we're here already. Let me hop over to this account here. And then I can go to play to earn stuff. So I had the season 1 pass that I created a while back for some play to earn stuff that I was doing. I do plan to continue with this a little bit more later. So we might end up having a Rock 808 season 2 pass here with DeFi Kingdoms pretty soon. That would be really cool. I'd like to do a season 2 sometime soon. Of course, we've got the reward tickets here, and I was working on, and I'm still planning to do, a play to earn crafting game with starting off with these 5 elements. We've had some people in our Discord. Y'all might have noticed that in the Darlantis Discord is a section for the crafting game somewhere in here, crafting card game stuff. And some of these people have created these fantastic looking cards for the Rock 808 crafting card stuff, right? Very cool looking stuff. I do plan to get back to this a little bit later. And then with these crafting cards, you'd be able to build, you know, add a couple of this and a couple of that, and you're gonna end up with a chicken, and then add some chickens and some water, and, you know, get something else and so on. But the very base level is these elemental cards. I thought this collection looked really good too. Right. Anyway, that game will be worked on a little bit more. Maybe that's something that, as I learn a little bit more about blockchain programming, that we will continue on with. But as far as my normal wallet goes, let's go back here to profile, and then I can go into, so I own some Sandbox lands. I own a bunch of other stuff from Sandbox as well. Some various pictures, some giveaway cards that were used for some sandbox stuff. Here's some Decentraland NFTs as well. Again, mostly these were just given to me by people. There's a little pixel cat. So TuneFed, when you're talking about a little pixel cat, is this the same thing that you were talking about right here? Like, is this in the same collection? Real crypto NFT coin. Pixel cat. Current price is 0.1 USDC. And then I don't know, looks like there could be more from that collection. Mine was Solana Cat Business. I think they were called. Maybe they're on Magic Eden still. Interesting. Yeah. So Blazing Mason is the artist that I was talking about before that created this pixel art. So these are some of the pictures that I have just from somebody I know. I don't think that these are really going for 1.5 ETH. Can't imagine they're actually selling for that much. I think he's just given them away to a lot of people. But that was cool. Mason's first collection of stuff. So Blazing Mason is now, I think, doing a few things with Sandbox a little bit. I kind of got him started with that. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of other NFTs that are pretty junky in my hidden folder. I guess we don't need to take a lot of time to look in there or anything. But yeah, I don't have a lot of images on purpose that are just images. I do own a few. Let's get back over here to this ticket. All right. Let's come back over to Discord here for a moment, and let's jump back in here to Fight Club, and let's see if anybody has responded to me. So CryptoKong says, absolutely no stream Skype here, sir. I'm EST, shoot me a text, so we'll shoot you a text beforehand. All right, so I'm just gonna reply back, cool deal. I'm on stream now, so any time from now until 6 p.m. Central works great. Just let me know. All right. Let's see. Uh-oh. Guy kid's giving a picture here of, looks like destruction, huh? Wow. What else do we got going out here in the land of DeFi Kingdoms? I think we looked at all of the announcements from them earlier today. Do they got any, they have any contests going on right now? Let's check it out real quick. There is a contest. Oh, Primetime won the giveaway from the other day. Congratulations, Primetime. It's always nice when someone I know, or any of us knows, that wins something. Side contests here for the costume contest results are in. We looked at that on this morning's stream, so I'm not going to go over it again now. You can rewatch this morning's streams on Twitch if you want to. That was good. Something I guess I didn't do this morning that we could do right now, as well as look at some of these other Discord channels and their announcements. So no new announcements for waifu. There is a new giveaway here. Let's see what's going on in here. Let's see. Perke got a Moksharoon. Congratulations to these people. So no new giveaways in there. What about Team Goose? Team Goose has not a new announcement. All right, and as far as, looks like no new giveaways or anything. Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms has some general stuff in here that looks like my name is tagged in something. Scroll up and see if, or maybe it was just everyone. Let's just make sure that I'm not missing anything in here. There it is. Hey, us, including me, or anyone can answer, what website do you guys use for that spin the wheel? Oh, that was a long time ago. So we got it. Crypto Grady, I've seen you with the wheel before. I guess Guy Kid gave Wheel of Names. Awesome. Love it. That was a long time ago. You mean I haven't, has that really been in here this whole time since October the 21st and I've just never noticed it? That's weird. Or was there something more recent that I'm overlooking? Oh, here's one more recent. Okay, this is the one that was just done yesterday. Hey everyone, podcast tonight. I need to check that out. Adventures in DeFi Kingdom had a new podcast last night. I was sleeping early. Fire. Are all jewel holders going to be rich? I hope so. I hope we all make $1 million. Lotec, what up? How you doing? So right now we're just going through some DFK Discords, looking for announcements and looking for giveaways and see what if anyone's doing giveaways or announcements here. So it looks like no new announcements for them right now. DFK Fight Club. Oops. Why is there still a 1 in there somewhere? What's going on? Website general? Good morning, everyone, including me, I guess. Make sure you've checked out the latest updates to our hero matching apps. Oh, hero matching. What? Now we support for finding dark summoning matches as well. Oh my goodness. Should we check that out right now? Let's go see what they're doing. So we can log in, get an account with DFK. I think getting an account is free. And then we can come in here and look for hero matching, where now we can do summons and all this other kind of stuff. Is there a way we can do dark summons in here? Ah, dark summoning. So if you want to do dark summoning, you can just check off that checkbox. And now you can look for dark summon matches for your heroes as well, which is going to include, of course, 0 summons heroes. Perfect. Love it. All right. I don't need to do any dark summons right now, so we won't worry about that. But I'm glad to see that they are making new advancements there. Worm's asking, what's new? Well, it looks like we're going through some Discords, and Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms is posting that hero matching with dark summoning is new. So that's one thing that we're looking at. Their link is in their website general section of Adventures in DeFi K Discord, right there down at the bottom. Fire. All right. Not sure if they have any contests going on. It doesn't look like it in there, but no new announcements for them at the moment. See what else we've got. There's another one in here. 1 hour 17 minutes sounds good to me, Rock. Looking forward to it. So 1 hour and 17 minutes is going to be just about 6 o'clock. Okay, sounds awesome. Fire. Okay, we will do something at 5 o'clock. I'll try to remember and set an alarm. Sounds great. Sounds great. Then we'll do our Fight Club. Paired up with Crypto King. See how that's coming along here. Let's just pull this up since we're talking about it right at this very moment. It looks like I won one match and lost one match, and Crypto Kong has won one match and lost one match. So we're in here together at this edge of extinction. And I guess we're going to battle it out next. And then we're going to see who moves on from that point. It'll probably be the winner here versus the winner here. Let's go on to the next one, I'm going to guess. So all very exciting. Let's pull that off to the other screen for a minute. Let's get back over here and look at other Discords. What are some people doing here as well? So DFK Helper. DFK Helper, any new announcements? It does not look like any new announcements here. And no new giveaways either. What about Prime Time Guild? So Prime Time Guild has what? There's main chat. I guess we can jump to the end there. They have an announcement. Let's go check that out. So that was 2 days ago. Hey everyone, official season 1 of Monday Marbles starts now, November the 9th. I'm sorry, November the 7th at 10 p.m. So November the 7th, that's tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Official season 1 of Monday Marbles. That's awesome. We will continue to offer our nightly prizes, which is all DFK prizes, by the way. If y'all haven't been aware of that, they are doing DFK prizes. Pretty cool. Have y'all seen Marbles on Twitch before? Have y'all seen the Marbles game being played on stream? But will now be carried over points from week to week. Heroes, eggs, crystals, sets of pages are just some of the things offered as prizes, right? Very cool. It's free to join, free to play. Swing by PTG for more information. TuneFed says, yeah, I won a ninja one week. Awesome. On the Marbles Monday. Very cool. So if we click on this, we see Monday Marbles. Join us Monday, November the 7th for the first stream on Monday Marbles Season 1. We have bigger prizes than ever before, all announced on stream. And again, it's on Twitch, on TB Crazy. And in fact, I could pull that up real quick. If y'all wanted to see a link specifically dropped into chat. TB Crazy. I think this is it right here. So they're doing Monday Marbles. Let me drop this link into chat for y'all. So if you do not have a Twitch account yet, even with me doing streams on Twitch, I think you will definitely want to set up a Twitch account for this. And y'all can watch some of this other streams if you don't know what it's about, and you can see what it is. It's really just a matter of, we'll take a look in here and we'll pull this up. I think most of y'all know what it's about, but just in case you don't. Oh, this is not Monday Marbles. This is something else. They're just playing games right there. So do we have, oh, here's a Marbles stream. So I think y'all probably know the Marbles game, but just in case you don't, we can take a peek through here. So every person gets a little name on their marble. So you see Pran the Man, Little Bunny, Frozen Mind, and all this kind of stuff. And you play this Marbles game, and of course a winner is drawn from that, and they give out those prizes. Right? And let's backtrack a little bit more so y'all can just see these marbles. That one might not be a particularly fun one. But the marbles are racing down the race path, and whoever lands down at the bottom first, and sometimes there's a little bit more obstacles that you have to run through and so on. It's pretty fun if y'all haven't seen that before. So anyway, drop the link in chat. Y'all can go check it out. Monday Marbles Madness Season 1. Very cool. So that's in their Discord over here as well on the PTG Guild, Primetime Guild, in their announcements section. Very cool. Let's see what else they've got in here. 10 of 10 listings. Hustling stuff. They've got a giveaway in here, maybe. Donated. Giveaway here. Very cool. Lesser Might Crystal, probably for one of the giveaways coming up. And then finally, DFK Underground, another thing. There's a sale, trade, hire section down in here where people can list their specific heroes for sale, trade, or hire. Let's see if there's a specific thing in here that we should be looking at. I thought I saw that. There it is right here. Oh, just here. Johnny Cal says, so I'm trying to liquidate some of my digital assets, namely my heroes. I'm not great at assigning value and listing them for sale. I tried with a few, but it's early. I don't know if this is appropriate, but I figure I'd drop my wallet for someone to run through Adventures in DeFi Kingdoms to see if there's anything that'd like to make me an offer on, and he's got his wallet address. So, if y'all have not checked out DFK Underground, and you want to help out Johnny at Cal a little bit, make some offers and some stuff, some of his heroes, you might find some good deals in there. Or maybe he's interested in liquidating enough that you might get some good deals and be able to help out someone who's looking for a little bit of cash transfer right now. Could be good. Announcements. Let's see. Crypto Grady posted a video. Bogside Chat posted a video. Rye posted a video. More DeFi Kingdoms. So it looks like just a lot of people posting their stuff in here. Mythic Squad. Bogside Chats again. Yep. And then I've decided which content. Okay, and there we go. All right. So just everybody's videos that are coming out. Very cool. I like that about DFK Underground, is anytime someone in the community is dropping a video, their Me6 bot automatically posted in here. I think that's really cool. Very helpful and friendly. All right, I think that's all that we need to look at, right? I don't see any more things in here. Okay. Lowtech says, that's crazy. I'll be there on Monday. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's an interesting way to win prizes where you involve the community or your viewers a little bit. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And you get to hang out and chill and talk DFK with everybody while you're slowly winning prizes throughout the day. It's cool. All right. Now that we've made it through all of the Discord stuff, this morning on the Twitch stream, we went through the spreadsheet and we analyzed our gains from the Rock 808 account. But guess what I realized, guys? We did not do the gains from the Play to Earn account that's y'all's group account right here. Uh-oh. So that's what we need to do. Let me hop over here to the spreadsheet page. And then hop over here to the Play to Earn account. That is the Play to Earn investment account here. And let's refresh this page. And continue on from here. So the first thing we're going to look at is the gas that we've got here. 49 Jewel in this account right now. So remember, this is our joint account that everyone helps contribute to. And I took the initiative to get some of these funds into the jeweler, into the Sea Jeweler Force right away, right? So I apologize for making a move without y'all voting on this. But we had 350 crystal, which I put in for 3 years so we could start getting some rewards. That might not be fine with everybody. We can talk about how to work with that if some other people are going to vote against that. But it's not a lot. It's only 350. And we've already made back 2.5, which I think is pretty good, right? But we do have 49 more Jewel that we have to decide what do we want to do with that. For now, I'm just going to put it in the spreadsheet. 49.99. We've gained we started with 1 crystal, so we've gained 0.65 crystal over the last 2 days, I think. We're going to reset this number back to 1 when we're done. The amount of gold we have in here, Bravo says, is unacceptable. The amount of gold that we have in here is 175 gold, and that means that we're not gaining or losing any gold. We've still got our same 4 heroes that we've always had, these little 4 gardeners that are out there doing their little work for us. And then we have what? We've got some unlocked value. So if we come over here to unlocked, or gardens specifically, and harvest, and view, so we've gained 8.2 crystal in a matter of, I think it's been 3 days. So 8.201. And then let's go ahead and claim that. Oh, I say I took it upon myself, but actually I didn't. I wanted to do it on stream with y'all, but that's really the only thing I took upon myself, is I did it off stream. Y'all voted to do this, but I took it upon myself to do it as quickly as possible. Because remember, it happened right after our stream day on Friday, I guess. And I didn't want to wait until the next day on the stream, so I jumped in right away and put it in there for us. All right, so we've got the locked balance is now 1055.93. Oops, yep, 0.93. And we've got a pool value right here of, let's refresh this page, $445. So we've actually lost a little bit of value since crystal is way down. We've lost a little bit since crystal's down. And ETH is probably down a little bit. So here's what we've got right now, guys. We've got 9.86 crystal, and we've got 49 Jewel. And remember, this is our community account, so we are doing things with that based on how y'all are voting. So let's come back over to here and look in what y'all wanted to do. So if we look back at what y'all were wanting to do with our daily gains, for our daily gains of crystal, the biggest vote, letter D, y'all wanted to convert that to Jewel in expectation of the upcoming C Jewel and S Jewel. So that's what I did. We were converting our daily gains to put it into C Jeweler, and so that's what I did. Put it into C Jewel for us. So now we've got 350 Jewel locked away there, and it's already earning us some money. So this vote is what y'all voted for, and it's coming to fruition, guys. It is coming to fruition. Something else that we took a look at here is we had a bunch of crystal, 123 crystal in the Jeweler right now. This is when we had Jeweler 1.0. And what we wanted to do is say, what did we want to do with that? And again, for all the votes on this, the biggest number of votes was for the letter B, and the letter B, withdraw for now and convert to Jewel as Jewel continues to lose value against, or as crystal continues to lose value against Jewel. right? So we converted it to Joule, which again would go into the Jeweler 2.0. For voting in here as well, we asked, should we be doing things with the raffles and the giveaway or DFK Duels? Do y'all want to spend money on DFK Duels? And y'all were voting for A, B, or C. Let's spend a little bit on Duels, let's spend less on Duels, or let's not participate in Duels. And y'all voted for do not participate in Duels right now at all. All right? So that is why we didn't participate in the Duels. And then we were talking, or one of the times we had wanted to do some Duels. I think at one point, spending 0.5 crystal a day for Duels was what was the highest. And so at one of those points, we did win our first Duel. And then we're voting for what to do with that. And y'all were voting to put into a mini ticket right there. TuneFed says, let's see, hero floor back up to 34. You know what, guys? I helped a friend of mine buy a couple floor heroes just a couple of hours ago. Let's get back into the tavern and just take a look at that floor right there. Is that shot back up again? Why are people still buying a bunch of heroes here? 34 already again. I guess people are still doing a lot of summons or something. It's good to see the floor price go up a little bit, I think. In a way, I kind of do like low-priced heroes just for newcomers to be able to get in there and scoop up something real easy. Lower-priced NFTs to get into a game certainly does help encourage more people to get in. TuneFed says, I'll participate in more Duels when they fix all the failed transactions. It's too buggy still. That's a good point, TuneFed. When I've done Duels online on the stream, it's really been frustrating because I'm trying to, my streams are challenging enough and have, hiccups enough at the time without the blockchain or the buggy code or whatever to get in the way and cause things to even be worse. Bravoslab says, probably the people who voted for that don't have decent heroes. Bravos, you're talking about the people who voted for DFK Duels to not do the Duels for us? I would say one of the things to keep in mind with the votes right here is this is talking about what y'all want to be done with the community account that we have, right? The 808 fam account that we have. And you got to keep in mind that the heroes that we have in this account right now are probably not that great heroes for doing fighting anyway, right? So in a way, Bravoslab, I think you could easily be correct. If any one of us is looking at these little garden heroes that I got pretty close to the floor, y'all might be thinking, well, it's pointless for us to send these guys in. The only reason that we were looking to send these guys to Duels is because in one of the AMAs a while back, that the AMA made it sound like playing Duels and turning in raffle tickets was a way to get into more possibilities for those Gen 0s, right? So we got to keep that in mind. That was one of the main reasons that I was looking into Duels, and I was maybe suggesting that this account do Duels as well, just so we could win a Gen 0 through here, right? But now it looks like they've gone back on that. They've backtracked, and now it looks like Duels and Duel raffles might not play as big a part as we originally thought. Lowtech says, they mentioned in Grady's Epic 7-hour stream that Frixie Fox is working on Duels failed transactions. Yep, that is driving him nuts too. Sound like he's having issues tracking it down. Absolutely true. Yep. So we know that it's being looked at, but it's tricky. Sometimes finding bugs in software is really difficult to do. So yeah, it's, you know, how do you find those bugs? Where do you find out things are happening like that? So it is being looked at. Hopefully it'll be fixed soon, but absolutely it could be taking some time to figure out. TuneFed says, I almost never get failed transactions anywhere else in DFK chain, only the duels are constant. Yes, and it's the same here. I very rarely get failed transactions, but those duels, I get them quite a bit. Yeah, and Lowtech says same. See, TuneFed says, really sucks since people are paying for that feature too. It should work well, and I agree, it should work well. But at the same time, when those transactions fail, are we still spending the gas fee for that failed transaction? I'm not really very clear on that, if the failed transaction does not actually take the gas fee or not, if it does or not. You're saying it does? You are charged? Well, in that particular case, that's not very fun, but I think the gas that's failed is really tiny, right? You're talking like fractions of a penny. And I'm not overly worried about losing fractions of a penny. Even if I lost 100, or even if I had 100 failed transactions over that, you'll often fail 3 in a row. Yeah, but if it's 1/10 of a penny, then all of that still is just half a penny, right? Let's see. But even with that, I agree. It's not something that we want to be doing a lot. It's frustrating. It does cost more. We shouldn't be having that. So yeah, don't let me saying that it's not very expensive mean that I'm trying to say just suck it up. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that when you look at the price, it's probably not as bad as it could be. I remember paying $50 a transaction on the Ethereum blockchain earlier this year. That was crazy. That would be painful and annoying and would definitely stop me from doing something. Let's see. Lowtech says there's at least 2 of us here in this chat. Yeah, there are. Yeah, there's quite a few people, I think, that I'm sure a large percentage of people that are seeing those failed transactions. Absolutely. I just wait to use the feature until they iron out. Yeah, I would say that's a perfectly acceptable thing. Just wait, you know. This is a very early alpha stage of a lot of this stuff. And if it's frustrating or you're paying more than you want to, then yeah, just wait. Hang out with it. Bravos asks, do you plan to get some pets? I do. I plan to get a few pets. For this account right here that we're looking at, this is y'all's community account, and I'm gonna let y'all vote on pets for this account, right? Do we want to buy pets? Do we not want to buy pets? So that's something that y'all are gonna get to vote on. Speaking of this account and doing some votes and stuff, let me just finish up one last little place. I'm looking at the, oops, not this. I want to go to the jeweler, and we're going to collect the daily stuff from here. So we got 2.602 rewards. So C Jewel was 2.602. So what that means for us overall is we've gained about 3 more crystal of value per day, maybe closer to 4 crystal now per day in this account. And that's not too shabby. We should be gaining, I think this 2.6 was since the 4th. So that's almost 1 jewel a day. Can that be right? For 350 jewel of locked balance? That seems high to me. Let's pull up this spreadsheet that we have here, and let's check out over or down at the bottom. I think it's down at the bottom, right here. So if we have got where can I guess I can just pull that out of somewhere here. Let's just copy this over to here. And look at 350 for 365 days, not 365, for 10,095 days. It's about 350 C-Joule. That's just crazy. If you're getting, you've got 350 with, let's say, APR at 300 APR, 300% APR, then in 1 year, you're going to make Q163 times Q164. So you're going to make, this is Joule, or this is actually, yeah, it's Joule. Joule gains in 1 year. And so if we took Q165 divided by 365, that is crazy. That's 2.8 Joule per day. Joule per day gains. Wow. So right now, if we have Joule USD price at what, 28 cents, let's say, or 27 cents maybe, if you want to be a little bit more accurate perhaps, then you're talking about equals Q166 times Q167, and that is money per day gain. And then if you have Q168 times 30, then it's USD value per month. So that's $23 a month off of this original Joule price here, and we could say USD starting, which is going to be equals Q163 times, well, we ought to make this 0.27 or whatever you actually started with, because it's not going to change. So start off with $94 of value. To start off with $94 of value, and within 5 months have doubled your money, that's pretty substantial, right? And actually, it's probably higher than 300% APR. I'm just guessing at 300% APR because we don't really know exactly what it was. We gained, if we scroll over here and up a little bit on that account, oops, where is it? Right here. If we actually gained 2.602 on the 4th, so it was to the 5th to the 6th, and actually I'm not sure if I put it in, but that's 2 days, so it's really 1.3 joule per day. It's much more accurate, I guess, unless I put it in yesterday. So maybe it's not quite that. Maybe it's more like 250% APR. Again, still in 5 months, double your money. Lowtech says, boy, at APR. Yes, that is amazing APR. Of course, as more people start putting in their Joule and C-Joule, that APR is going to go down. So those people that got in early, and even still now, if you get in even this early, you're going to get a bigger cut of that. But we're going to continue to get those high burn fees, those burn rates, I guess, and playing fees that I think we're looking really good. Coming back up to DeFi Kingdoms announcements and looking back at this up here, then 5% burn from 1%, and C-Joule holders, their rewards are going to get to be 15% of rewards increased from 10%. So C-Joule holders really is looking good. Not only is the burn rate better, so it becomes deflationary faster, but you're getting more value for holding that as well than you used to. Yep, very good. Something else that I guess I want to point out here, since we might have a new group of people tuning in right now on the YouTube stream, is there is a vote that's, we've only got another few hours to go. It's this vote right here for how do we want to allocate new emissions now that Joule X Joule is going away. Have y'all voted on this yet? Let me drop the link into chat. So there's a vote going on right now, if you weren't aware. Proposal number 25, the Crystal Veil DEX emissions. And this is about, I'll go ahead and read it off to y'all, just in case some people here had not been watching this morning's stream, and the vote is going to end in 7 hours, right? 7 hours tonight at 10:59 p.m. my time, I guess. I guess this updates to whatever time zone y'all are in. But in 7 hours from now, this vote ends. So I'll read it off to you here. The team at Kingdom Studios put forth a proposal to the DeFi Kingdoms community on the allocation of 14 emissions percentage points from the Joule X Joule pool, scheduled to be retired on Monday. All right, so on Monday, Joule X Joule is being retired. There's 14 emission percentage points that go to it right now. So where do we as a community want to put on that? Right off the bat, the very first thing that I want to mention is I think it's amazingly cool that so quickly after C-Joule is put into place, we're already getting to use it for some votes. I think that's fantastic, right? There are two options detailed below. The vote will run for only 24 hours. If anyone on the DFK team is listening to this video, which I doubt y'all will, but just in case something happens to get back to those people, 24 hours seems to be a little too short, guys. Right? If you go to bed at 10 p.m., you're going to miss when this started at 10 p.m. yesterday. If you got to go to work all day, or if you're working on the weekends or whatever, then you might not get off work till the end of the day. And then if you're doing something before, and to try to catch that before 11 p.m. the very next day, that, I mean, what if someone's doing something with their family over the weekend, you know, and they're away from the game for a weekend or something like that? So 24 hours, guys, can we do at least 48 or 72 hours for some of these votes? I know that y'all might be under a time schedule for this, but we've known, y'all have known especially, that Duel X Duel is going to be retired for a long time. Maybe we could have at least started to get this at a vote earlier. Anyway, that's my little gripe about the time frame on that. But let's get back to our options here. 14 emission points and 1 pool reduction of 5% points go to 5 pools. This is option number 1 to vote on right here. And ultimately what we're seeing from this is that Crystal USDC is dropping from 15% to 10%, which I think is okay when you consider what else is going on here. And then we've got the 14 points from the Duel X Duel that are going to apply. So the allocations that are going to go up are these 5 different allocations. Duel to USDC is going to go from 5 to 10%. Duel Avox is going to go from 5 to 10%. Crystal BTC is going up from 5 to 9%. Duel ETH is going up from 5 to 7.5%. Duel BTC is going from 5 to 7.5%. Right? Ultimately, what this means is Crystal USDC and Duel USDC are both getting moved to 10%. So they're kind of lining up together. Rather than having 15% for Crystal and only 5% for Duel, I'm glad to see this. What this also means, guys, is that the jewel we're holding in the jeweler is going to be worth more at some point, or the jewel that we're holding can be worth more depending on what we're doing with it. Ultimately, this is really good for Duel in that more people are going to want to hold Duel as they're putting it into a Duel USDC pool as probably trying to hold it for Crystal USDC, right? So now this gives me something as a jewel holder to do with my jewel if I don't want to put every last jewel that I have into the 3-year locked in position in the C jeweler. I can now put that jewel into a more liquidity pools, and I'm really happy to see Duel USDC, Duel Avox, Duel ETH, Duel BTC. Most of the ones that are going up in value are all jewel related. Again, more places to put jewel, better off I think we're going to be in the long run now. Option number 2 is no further changes to allocations, resulting in the 14 emission percent points passively being absorbed by all the existing pools. So if they don't allot those 14 points to these liquidity pools here, then all of the other liquidity pools are going to passively absorb those points, and everything will raise up just a tiny, tiny bit, right? Cast your votes. There. If y'all want me to read a little bit more about it, there's a post in the announcements for DFK and DFK Discord that goes into a lot more detail about this as well. So let me read a little bit down here for those that want maybe a little bit more detail read out to them. I do hope that everyone reads this stuff themselves. Something else that I want to point out, even before I start reading this, I absolutely love the fact that the DFK team is giving us a lot more information down here in this announcement than just what we see in the little voting page, right? The voting page is okay. I'm glad we see this, but it doesn't give me enough depth as to see why I might want to do something or why I might not want to do something, right? There might be some things that you see here where like, oh wow, this looks good, I think I want this. But there might be more underneath the hood that we don't know. And a great example of a bad proposal that was made a few weeks ago was the proposal where DeFi Kingdoms said, should we grant the people who lost some of their funds, should we give that back to them now? It was something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing quite a bit. But ultimately, I think there were some people that voted no. We don't want to give those lost funds back to the person who lost it. I think they might have voted no, specifically because they felt that if the amount of crystal or jewel or whatever it was wasn't given back to the owner, then that would have been burned, and that would have been better for the community as a whole, or for them individually, because with more burned tokens, it just means less supply and more demand and all this kind of stuff, and it would have gone away, and all those tokens would not have been dumped back on the market, right? But it turns out that the real thing that would have happened is if those tokens were not given back to the original owner, then those tokens would have been given back to the new account for the hacker. So the choice really was, do we give these funds to the hacker, or do we give these funds to the original owner? And if it was that clear what people were doing, I think maybe more people would have voted to give the funds back to the original owner. And it's just really poorly worded how that was going about back then, or over for that specific vote. So I'm really, really happy to see now that we've got a lot of really good information into a lot more detail to help us, the voters, make much better decisions about this. So I'll go ahead and read this stuff to you here. The proposed USDC pairs, Crystal USDC, Jewel USDC, and so on, given Jewel is the gas token for the DFK chain, pairing a stablecoin is needed to have native price on the chain. The current allocation of 5%, so Jewel and USDC only at 5%, could benefit from an increase in the native price accuracy along the stablecoin with healthier price of larger trades. So again, moving up Jewel USDC from 5 to 10% makes a lot of sense. And the current pairing of Crystal USDC, which is currently at 15%, is at 15%, so we felt it reasonable to reduce it by the equal amount to result in both the DFK tokens having a stable pairing at 10% each. That makes sense to me. Absolutely. Proposed variable token updates, increase to DFK pairings, and I'm not going to read this whole thing to y'all, but if you do want to read this, come over to the announcements, and it talks a little bit more in detail about how the different pairings of those tokens can be further support development of a healthy DEX and increase potential upside for passive moves if the broad market was to swing one way or the other. The Jewel Avox pool is currently the most saturated pair they talk about right here, which means it has the lowest APR since so many tokens are in there. So what they're thinking about doing is increasing that from their currently low allocations to 5%. So boosting that up a little bit. There's some BTC and Ethereum stuff as well. These top two blue chip tokens. So again, Jewel and BTC, and Jewel and Ethereum should probably get a little bit of a boost as well, is what their thinking is, to help stabilize the economy a little bit more, right? Carol, welcome in. You're just getting a chance to say hi. Welcome on in. I think you're pretty close to time for our 4:30 giveaway as well, raffle. So overall, I think the voting on this is really well done. I'm glad to see that we've got some votes up so quickly in USD in the CJewel stuff. It looks like overwhelmingly everyone is choosing option 1, 95% to 4.5% for option number 2. I don't want to tell anyone how they should vote. Y'all should vote how you want. I'm just pointing out here that it looks like most people are choosing option 1. If y'all prefer option 2, then go ahead and vote for that. I think that the only people that would be really interested in option 2 are those people that might have so many heroes that are that they need to have higher allocations in all of these different liquidity pools. Is that right? Am I missing something, guys? Some of y'all are way smarter than me on this kind of thing, but my thinking is that the only people that might vote against option 1, or maybe vote for option 2 for everything to rise a little bit, is the people who have a bunch of heroes, so many heroes that they need 14 gardens and all their allotments rise up a little bit. Is there any other reason that y'all could possibly see to vote for option 2? Am I missing something else? I'm interested in what y'all have to say. Further down here, you could see who's voted for what. I found, and we looked at this earlier in the morning stream on Twitch. Big Bunny has 384,000 votes. That's C-Jewel, right? 384,000 C-Jewel, which I thought was an incredibly high amount. Wow. That's a lot of voting power. In fact, that's more than twice as much voting power as the very next person who's voted at 150,000 C-Jewel. Then we've got a few more people at 110, 105, 101, 100, 100K. And I'm glad to see this new person jumping in at 56K, but earlier this morning, we did not have this person here. And so the very next vote after that 100K was all the way down at 50K. And if we look at this, I'm amazed to see that there's only a few people who voted up this high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only 7 people that have over 100,000 votes. And then we have one person at 75, one person at 50, another person at 48, and then it quickly drops down even below that, 36, 32, 31, and then we have some 25s and then some 20s. But that's not a lot of people between here and those that voted, or those that only have under 20,000, right? That is very interesting to note. I think a lot of the people that I've seen have anywhere between 15, a lot of the top, a lot of the well-known people that I know and see a lot talking about things seem to have 15, 10, 11,000, 10,000, 8,000, and so on. There's a lot of people in this range right in here, I think. All right, it is 4:30. Let's go ahead and do our votes right now, or our wheel spins, I guess we should say. Oops, that's not the right one. It's this one right here. Let's go ahead and switch over to active users. Active users at this thing right here. Let's get out of this and come back into here. So if you're within the sound of my voice, now is the time to say hello. Y'all want to get in on this wheel spin? Go ahead and say hello in chat. Drum roll, please. Carol says, nice. Mystical Meows is here in the house with us. Bravo Slab, Low Tech, Zelf, Sardo Fritz coming out of the woodwork. Everybody's just saying hello. Worm is here. See if TuneFed is still lurking in the background. Anybody else? Lurking, TuneFed says. Bravo Slab, are you still here? Mystical Meows, I think, is probably still here. Bravo Slab? Who else might we be missing from some people that have been chatting recently? Low Tech? Are you going to get in on this? I had to reset this. So Mystical Meows and Low Tech. I guess I can include y'all anyway here. All right. We're going to grab these names. Let's go ahead and include. Who else we got? Mystical Meows, Worm, you're in here. Bravo Slab. All right. Select all these. Control V. We'll go ahead and add you in here as well. Anybody else that we're missing? Worm, TuneFed, Bravo Slabs is here on my list. Sardo we've got in here. Carol is here. Worm. All right, I think I got everybody. Let's go ahead and do a rollover as well. Roll ever? How about roll over? Bravo says, I better win 100 tickets this time. Tell you what we'll do. Let's grab these names. Paste, 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 paste. And let's have one of those roll over plus 100. How about that? Does that sound good? Rollover plus 100. We'll even give a rollover plus 5 here as well. It's getting real, Low-Tech says. All right, let's spin this wheel, see what we get. Who won yesterday? Let's see. Who did win yesterday? It was 9A, 7A won yesterday. They won a enhancement stone. They got to pick the enhancement stone, and I think they picked a mite stone, but then they donated it right back to our community account. So they're like, let's put that back to the community. I want to give it back. So we got to add it to our community account there as well. But I would like for y'all to keep these prizes. I'd much rather have y'all keep them. Don't feel, yeah. Rock denied him the Gen0. It wasn't me, it was the wheel that denied. Okay, let's spin this wheel, guys. Good luck, everybody. Drum roll, please. And the winner is... woohoo! Self. Congratulations, Self. Boy, it would have been something if we would have got a rollover plus 100 out there. That would be a lot of tickets for somebody. Zelf is the winner. Let's come over here, Zelf, and let's scroll up to the top of this thing and scroll over here. And Zelf, you are right here. All right, there you go, Zelf. Back on the scoreboard there. You did win. Again, if y'all want your tickets in your wallet at the end of the day, just put the word wallet into the chat room and I'll send these off. Otherwise, I guess some of y'all are figuring it's more simple just to leave your little winner's bank in the spreadsheet here and keep track of it on this. I'm fine with it either way. I do like to give y'all's tickets to you, but that's fine if y'all want to keep them here as well. All right. Let's see. TuneFit says, we should try a private match duel and see if we get the same transaction issues or not. I think those are also free aside from gas, so it could be fun stream thing to do sometimes. Yeah, TuneFed, that's a really good idea. I did some private ones already with Romario Raven, who's been here in chat. You might recognize the name. He's actually the person who got me started on the duels just not too long ago, actually. Until then, I had not been too excited about the duels. But then when I realized that they were going to be part of the Gen0 giveaway stuff, I was like, oh, I definitely want to do more duels. And Romario Raven helped me step through it. However, I will tell you right now that private duels also have just as much transaction problems as the normal duels. We can do it if you want to do it anyway. I think that would be something fun to do on the stream, absolutely. But if you're only trying to find out if the transactions still fail, they do. Yeah, they do. But it could still be fun to do it, and in fact, it was fun when I was doing some things with Romario Raven, and I think there was someone else at the same time. So I did a couple with Romario Raven, and then there was like one or other two people that were there in chat that said, hey, I want to do a duel also. So we got them inspired for duels. In fact, I would love to do duels on stream, if for no other reason than maybe just to inspire a few people that have not done them yet to get started with them. I think that'd be really cool. So I'm down for it if y'all are as well. Let's see here. Bravo Sab says, or maybe Rock can play with some other AIs in the Fight Club server. You know, Bravos, I'm not sure if you were here a few minutes ago, but we are going to be doing a real fight for the Fight Club lightweight tournament against Crypto Kong here coming up in about an hour and 20 minutes. About an hour and 20 minutes, we have a fight coming up that we will definitely be doing on stream. Or I'm sorry, not an hour and 20 minutes. It's in 20 minutes. Oh my goodness, it's already been an hour. Oh my God. So yeah, we're gonna have a real Fight Club tournament coming up in 20 more minutes, guys. So stick around for that, I guess. But I would be happy to do other Fight Club stuff on the side if y'all want to do that as well. Yeah, Bravo Side says, by the way, when you have your match, 20 minutes. That's crazy. Okay, thanks for the confirm. I have a level 6 month I've been doing for a few solos with. Am I ready? I think I'm ready. I mean, I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be. I don't do a lot of prep. It's going to be easy to beat me. I just like participating, seeing if I win. If I can win today, that's great. If not, then Crypto Kong moves ahead. If Crypto Kong loses this one against me, though, then that stops. Whoever loses this one is out. It's either me or him. All right. I think I followed up with everything with the voting here. We dropped the link in chat. I read a bunch of stuff about the proposal. It sounds really good. I think we saw that 90%, 95% of the voters are voting for option 1. I didn't see anything in chat, anyone saying in chat why they thought option 2 would be good. Did I miss something somebody said? Probably not. Worm, you just voted? Awesome. Or you voted already. Awesome. Very good. All right. So let's see. Did I not claim this already? Hang on a second, guys. We need to make sure that this is claimed. I think I claimed this. Yeah, okay, it's claimed. So remember, every day we come and we update our spreadsheet from the community account and from my personal account, and we can see how those gains have gone. Mostly we do this in the morning and we talk about that. So tomorrow we'll see how much jewel rewards we've gained from 350 C Jewel here. And by the way, this is C Jewel that we have on our community account. So y'all are going to get to vote on what to do with this C Jewel or this jewel rewards. In fact, y'all have ideas of what to do with this? Let's just ask in chat right now. I'm about to make a vote for what to do with our jewel that we get from the C Jeweler. Do y'all want to toss out in chat a couple of ideas besides the spammer that we will get rid of right now? You are out of here, buddy. All right, so a couple of ideas that I have that we might put in here are things like reinvesting or recompounding the jewel that we get back into the C Jeweler. Keep in mind that this is locked away for 3 years, guys. So anything that we're recompounding is going to be locked away until, you know, for another 1,093 days. It's going to be locked away for a while. So other things that we might decide to do with this, the gains, is we might decide to put it into a jewel something liquidity pool and help our gardeners make more money. Remember, we've got these 4 gardeners that are going out and they're gardening, but the higher value that's in the liquidity pool, the more they're going to make. Right at this very moment, this is our joint account. This is our community account, C8D. And right now we've got some money in a Crystal ETH pool, $440 US worth of value in there. We've only got 4 gardeners. So having more than one liquidity pool doesn't make sense at the moment. But we might want to put some of that into a jewel something liquidity pool. We might even consider moving out of the Crystal ETH pool into a jewel something pool, maybe. maybe we should vote on that as well. Or we could put the jewel rewards that we're getting into the Crystal ETH pool right here as well, since we'd probably prefer to have it all in one pool. Right. Another thing that we could do with our rewards from the jeweler that we're getting is we could save that up as jewel, right? We've got some jewel in here already. We've got 52 jewel. We could save it as jewel and put that into the S jeweler on Serendale, on New Serendale when it comes out. Because Serendale, putting funds into Serendale jeweler is also going to be important for us to gain rewards and do stuff over there. Besides the fact that investing in S-Jewel over on New Serendale is also going to get us more opportunities to win a Gen0 as well. So we want to at least put enough into the Serendale jeweler to try and get some Gen0 opportunities on that, I think, right? But this is, again, the account that y'all are voting on, so I can toss out those ideas. We'll put some of those ideas into a voting thing for y'all, but ultimately it's y'all's vote that's going to decide what to do with those items, or what to do with the jewel rewards that we're getting from the C jeweler. But if anyone has some other ideas, then I'm all down. So Low Tech is suggesting maybe a Crystal USDC pool could be good, and Low Tech. So what I'd be curious about is if you know, and maybe you didn't before, but if you know now that we are already invested in a Crystal ETH pool, are you suggesting that we start some funds into a second Crystal USDC pool, even though we have only 4 gardeners? Or are you maybe suggesting that we move the funds out of Crystal ETH to Crystal USDC? And when we move funds out of Crystal ETH into something else, would we still want it to be Crystal something, or would we rather it to be Jewel something? Right? So those are some options to think about as well. TuneFit says getting 2 more gardeners so you can garden 24/7. That could be another option as well, absolutely. So let's make a note of some of these suggestions that y'all are making. In fact, tell you what, let's do. Let's just add them all in here right now. Hey folks. As per your votes here above, we took a lot of our crystal rewards, converted that to jewel to prep for C jeweler, and now Jeweler 2.0 is out. $350 jewel has been moved into C jewel as of now, or as of yesterday. And is earning daily rewards. What should we do with those daily jewel rewards from the jeweler? And we're going to have some votes, right? So we're going to vote on things like how about, is it this thing? No, it's this. Vote A for convert to, or add to, I guess, add to our existing Crystal USDC the CLP, our garden. That's one option. We could also, letter B, buy 2 more gardeners. We currently have only 4. So that with 6, we can bring rewards 24/7. Now, a potential problem with that, not that it's too big of a deal, but a potential problem with that is how much would 2 gardeners cost us, and how much income will gardeners bring per day. And we have discovered, by the way, that when we look back at the history here and we look at how little our garden is, how small it is, that we're only bringing back 0.12 crystal, 0.13 crystal and 0.07 jewel per quest. And so here, 0.12 crystal and 0.07 jewel. 0.12 crystal, 0.07 jewel. And so how long is it going to take to bring back 30 crystal worth of crystal to pay for that one of the gardeners, much less 2 of the gardeners, at about 40 crystal each? Let's say that we're not buying a 30 crystal gardener, but we're buying something just off the floor, right? Let's say that we're buying a gardener that's a priest, a seer, or a wizard, right? Somewhere right up in here. Priest, seer, or wizard will be one of the somewhat top tier. And if we look at that, how much is the cheapest priest, seer, and wizard going to be? And I think we're going to find, last I looked, it was about 35 to 40, maybe 45 crystal. And if we're gaining only 0.2 crystal per trip, and for gardening we're only able to make 3 trips a day, then that means 0.36 crystal per day, right? Per gardener times 2. No, I shouldn't say that. This is per trip. So these 2 gardeners are bringing that back. Let's say that this is really closer to 0.2 crystal times 3 trips a day is going to equal 0.6 crystal per day. And if we are buying 2 heroes at 45 crystal each, divided by 0.6 crystal, or 0.6 crystal, it's going to take 150 days to make up the value for using our rewards for those 2 heroes to bring back the amount of crystal needed to pay for themselves. That seems like a long time. So here's the question, and that is, would it be better to buy those 2 gardeners now and ultimately make that value back up over the next 150 days, or would we get more from just adding to our current liquidity pool, and those 4 gardeners that we have could bring back more faster? Keeping in mind that those 2 gardeners that we buy over the next 150 days will actually go up in value themselves. And so we also figured that 150 days is probably enough time to get them up to level 7, 8, 9, something like that. And so if we were going to look at the floor price of level 7 gardener, wizard, seer type things, buy heroes, and we're looking at wizards, thieves, and seers. and we were looking at level 4s of those, 7s of those. Let's take a look at closer to 8s, 9s, and apply. Then the floor price of those is 110 or 113 or so. So they would be making up for themselves, but we probably wouldn't be selling them because we're needing to use them to go to work, right? So that's something else to consider, is our value of buying those heroes would certainly pay for it. It could pay for itself, but we would be a little bit lower in value. And we know that those heroes would go up, or we could buy in later as well. So that would be one question that we want to ask. Should we buy 2 gardeners, have them pay for themselves? Of course, their value would be going up over time. There are other options that we have as well. Maybe like the letter C would be to do what? Let's look in chat and see what else y'all are suggesting here. Let's see. Lotec says, compound, save to buy floor summons and add to LPs. Compound. Oh yeah, that is just one thing. We could say compound back into C-Jewel. Or actually into C-Jewel, which is Crystal Veil. We could also say letter D, save as Jewel in, and plan on putting that into S-Jewel, Serendale, as there will be more options, more opportunities to win a Gen0 through that, right? So I don't think the team has actually stated that yet, but we do know that holding C-Jewel gives us opportunities or options to winning a Gen0 here. We know that they're holding back 250 more Gen0s waiting on the launch of New Serendale. So it's my guess that S-Jewel and holding S-Jewel will also get opportunities there for Gen0s. So this is just speculation on my part, but it is super likely, I mean 99% sure, that holding S-Jewel also on the Clayton blockchain will give us more opportunities to win the Gen0 there. So that could be a really important thing. We might not, if we do compound it back into this, keep in mind this is locked for 3 years, right? So if we do recompound that back in, that is locked for 3 years into this particular scenario right there. We could save it as Jewel, plan to put it in there a little bit later, so that's good. We could buy those floor summons, add to LPs. Bravo says, yeah, buy a lot more heroes. We could buy a lot more heroes. We could say option E is just continually buy heroes. Continually buy more heroes with C-Jewel gains and auto quest them, as the value of those heroes will go up over time as they gain levels, right? And that could be an investment in itself, right? Because I don't think it's going to take too long. If you could buy a floor hero and auto quest it for several months and a $30 hero can turn into a $100 hero, $100 crystal hero, then you've tripled your money in 10 months or something like that. That's a pretty high APR on its own, right? So that could be something that we could do as well. That might be a higher APR and more flexible, that we could end more liquid, you could even say, and that we could sell those heroes at any time rather than locking it away for 3 years, right? So that's actually a pretty good thing to look at also. This keeps funds fairly liquid, as we could sell back for crystal at any time. Let's see. What else do y'all got? Lowtech says Crystal USDC or USD, getting 2 more gardeners. Yep. Also like the Crystal USDC suggestions. How far away do you think Serendale is? Because you could do a liquidity pool short term and then deposit in this jewel later. So Worm, were you here when I did an analysis on when I thought that new Serendale could come out? A short answer for you real quick is I'm 60%, I think 60% likely chance that we're going to see it on November the 30th. 30% likely that we're going to see it actually on November the 16th. And about 20% likely that we are going to see it, or maybe 10% likely, maybe it's 25% likely to see it on the 16th, and 15% likely to see it on December the 14th. Right? Maybe I ought to write that down somewhere. But that's my speculation, and I went into a lot of detail on yesterday's stream as to why I thought November the 16th is highly probable. I still think November 30th has the biggest chance, but I'm actually very bullish, I guess you could say, that November the 16th could be the day that's coming out. And there's a lot of reasons that sounds, or actually makes a lot of sense. It doesn't just sound good. There's hints that seem to indicate that would be a really good day, and that's a day that might be planned for it. If you haven't heard of that yet, and my analysis of it, we can talk about it a little bit later. But I think it's coming very soon is what I'm getting at. So would we be willing, and this account is the account that we're leaving up to y'all as community voters and stuff like that. So would you want to vote to put it into a liquidity pool? We could. But, and maybe the reason that you're asking, how far do you think Serendale is because you could do a liquidity pool? We could, but you might also be asking that because you know that I've mentioned it is coming, or there is a possibility it's coming soon. So maybe we wouldn't want to put into a liquidity pool if we know that it's only going to be in there for, a week and a half or 2 weeks almost. I cannot see, if we're talking about like the outer fringes of things, I can hardly see that new Serendale is going to be after November the 30th. It would be really unlikely. Like I said, maybe 15% chance only that it's going to be December the 14th. I can't see at all, maybe a tiny fraction of a percent being on the 28th, 15% chance being on the 14th, 25% chance here being on the 16th, and maybe like a 30% chance. And my percentages might be a little off on that, but that's about how I feel for those things. Mainly suggested because because USDC is stable and less than permanent loss, whatever. Yeah, that could be something too. So when we're talking about these things, we might prefer to have Crystal USDC or Jewel USDC for the tokens that we're holding in this. So maybe we should have option letter F. Let's see. Can I just put regional indicator F? maybe here, let's put it into some other Garden LP. We can discuss which are best. Things like Jewel USDC or Crystal BTC, Jewel Jade, etc. I know Jewel Jade is not out yet, but just to give an example. Let's see. Especially if they're raising the APRs for the stables, yeah. So they are raising the APRs for the stable coins, so that does make a little bit more sense also, right? TuneFed says, well, they're raising the emissions allocations. That is true. That is true. They are raising the emission allocations, not the APRs, although raising the allocations should at least temporarily raise the APRs. But as more people start to dump into those, the APRs, of course, as we know, could and probably will likely drop over time. We also have to keep in mind that when New Serendale opens, that there'll be a lot more liquidity pools in there as well, and those liquidity pools might actually have massively high APRs to start off with, like we normally see with this stuff. And again, if we're looking at a calendar, do we want to set aside some value to put into not only SJewel, which I think personally, I mean, y'all are going to vote on this, and I don't want to tell y'all how to vote. It's going to be whatever y'all vote on. But my personal thought is that really getting into SJewel in the Serendale Jeweler is going to be vitally important, not only for the APRs that are there and for the rewards that are going to be there, but also because of the opportunities for Gen0s. But even aside from that, getting in the liquidity pools on Serendale, New Serendale, could be highly rewarding as well, with super high, I mean, maybe even 500% APRs to start off with in there, maybe even 1000% APRs for the first couple of days or a week, and then maybe after a week or so, when the APRs drop a little bit, maybe we could easily move out of the liquidity pools and then put stuff into SJewel then. There's all kinds of things. I mean, that's one of the things we all love about DFK, right? Is that there's so many options. Crypto Kong here in the house. Crypto Kong, I'm sorry. It's 5:07 and I meant to be in there right at 5. We got sidetracked with a little bit of something. Let me see. You ready for this match rock? Yes, I am, Crypto Kong. Let's do it. Let's get over there now. So guys, we're going to pick up with this in just a minute. Let me go ahead and save this. I'm just going to press enter on it now. We'll come back and edit it in a little bit and give you all some more options. But for now, I don't want to keep Crypto Kong working anymore or waiting anymore. Let's get over there and do a real Fight Club. Be here in 5 minutes. Let's go. Let's do it, Crypto Kong. So, Crypto Kong, do you want to go ahead and invite me? I think you're probably going to. Looks like you're typing in here. So I'll let you invite me. Fire. Ready anytime. You can send invites. Woohoo! Yes, we'll need to edit option A. Okay, yeah, I probably have some typos and some other stuff that are not too great. And then we're also going to come back up here. I'll scroll back and I'll look at what some of these other things that y'all have said. I'm going to try to get to all of this stuff here as well. So don't think that we're going to skip over that. We just don't want to keep anybody waiting here. All right. Maybe I need to do an invite. Can I do that right now? I think I can come over here and I can go into the find fights. And then I can do a battle player, and then like at, is it an at symbol? Crypto Kong, there we go. I think that's how I can do it. Then I can just say enter. And see, it looks like we're starting the battle. Yay! Room B. Let's go in here, jump down to the bottom of this. All right, it's me, Team 1, Rock808. Team 2 is Crypto Kong. We have our little heroes in there. What am I going to do first? I'm going to do probably a... oh yes, we need the fight! Round 1. This is the that video game fight with Street Fighter. Yeah. So let's use a skill, and let's go ahead and start off with an aimed shot. Starting right off the bat. And let's see how that turns out. So I use aimed shot against Crypto King. They take 70 points of damage to their mid. A fierce attack on my front line does 45 points to me. I do 30 points back to them with the normal damage. Team 2 charges for 10 meters. I charge for 14. Awesome, very good. Next round, round number 2. I'm going to use another skill. This particular time, let's go ahead and use Cannon Barrage. That's going to do 50 points of damage, and also it's going to push my hero back 1 position in there, so they kind of swap positions a little bit as well. So I'm going to do... Oh, they interrupt my front line. Oh no, that was exactly what I was going to do. So they get 100 meter, guessing what I was going to do there. They do 31 points of normal damage on me. I'm going to do 31 points of normal damage on them. But now Crypto Kong has a full meter down here of ability to do something pretty massive to me next time. That is not particularly very good. I should have probably done a fierce attack and faked him out a little bit, but I am not that skilled at this. So let's see if I can use a skill again. He might guess that I'm going to do another aimed shot, but we'll see if he does or not. If I can get another aimed shot into his middle line right here, that could be pretty good. Hopefully he's not stream sniping me here and listening to my plans, right? So they interrupt my front line again, but that was the one I was doing the aimed shot with, since my heroes flipped screen. So he got me. He's doing 30 points of normal damage to me. I do 31 points of normal damage to him. And now he's got 2 full meters there. Ah, man, I definitely should have done a fierce attack in there. Oof is right. That's really bad. So we could do a Cannon Barrage again at this point. I'm going to say, let's go ahead and use that. Use that skill, Cannon Barrage. And let's hope that he doesn't guess that. So, looks like they do a plunder and take a bunch of meter off of me. They gain some speed from that as well. We do a Cannon Barrage, and it looks like we are able to get that off. So 50 points of damage to their front line. We also do a normal 37 points of damage. So he's getting really low. They do 29 points to my front line. Now, since I've swapped that out, then I'm a little bit more ahead right here in my front line than they are. But my second line, midline, is looking really bad. We could use a skill right now and use backstab or aim shot, either one of these. So I think what we're going to do is instead we're just going to do a fierce attack, and that fierce attack is going to really get him unless he's swapping positions, right? We're going to knock that out. So they use aim shot at my midline. They take out my second character, I'm going to go, they do 30 points of damage right there. We're going to do 49 points. We're going to take out their frontline character. So now it's 2v2. Oh my goodness. Pretty evenly matched at the moment. Pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and check out our skills that we can use. This gives us a few options right here. We've got backstab and aim shot that we could do from either one of those. Are they going to guess the right one? I'm going to go ahead and say aim shot. Fierce attack might have been the thing to do. They interrupt my front line. We get off aim shot with our second character and get them for 70 points. We do 34 points of normal damage. They're going to do 31 points of normal damage back on us. All right. So I'm going to suppose that he might guess that we're going to do another skill. We could do last stand or backstab, but instead, because I think they might try to guess that, then I'm going to do a normal fierce attack this time. So they're going to do 35 points on us. They use retribution as well, and they are going to do 27 points of normal damage. We're going to do 57 points of normal damage, or I shouldn't say normal, but damage with our fierce attack. They gain 14 meters, we gain 15 meters. So again, they've got 1 meter here. We still haven't even gained a meter. So one thing I've noticed from Crypto Kong is he's really sucking up my meter. He's using skills that really deny me from using meter, which is another reason why most of my heroes that I've selected here don't require meter to run those off. I think what we're going to do is another, I guess we'll do an aimed shot this time. Try to see what we can do about getting their back end weakened up a little bit here. Yeah, we were able to get off 70 points of damage to their back end. 39 points of normal damage takes out their front line. It's only got 1 hero left. 37 points of damage to us. Really weakens up our frontline character quite a bit more. But I've got a full character here and a fourth down to, compared to Crypto Kong's half. So it might be good to just do a fierce attack and not have them try to guess what what's going on here. You choose battle attack. Oh, okay, it got it. But that way, even if he tries to block or interrupt my skill use, we're still able to get an attack in. That should be fairly good against that only character there. Looks like he needs a few seconds to react here. All right. Woo! I'm sweating a little bit. So we're gonna do fierce attack. They blast us with 75 points. They take that off with ice blast. Wow. And we're gonna do just a fierce attack back. So we only do 40 points with fierce attack. That's not good. And then 27 points they're doing to us. So really, really not good. I'm gonna say, I think I just wanna do an interrupt. And what that's going to do is that's going to block them from doing some other thing. I probably shouldn't have done an interrupt this time, since we know they just did an ice blast last time. They can only do a fierce attack this time, right? Oh, but I caught their interrupt. I interrupted retribution. Wow, that's good. That gives me some meter. I don't think I need any meter for anything. We do 24 points of damage. They do 30 points of damage on me. Woo, it's still so close. Oh man. Do we want to use a skill at this point? What skills do I have? I have got full draw. Oh man, I don't think I should do that. I think it's going to get interrupted. Yep, they interrupt me. Yeah. That's too bad. We do 25 points of normal damage. They do 25 points of normal damage. And at this point, then, they're so low, I think we really just want to do a fierce attack and knock them out the rest of the way. I hope that my archer is strong enough to knock out a hero at 25%. We'll see here. They use chivalry. I do 39 points. I do not take them out. They do 29 points of damage. Oh, man. So then what we want to do is, at this point, I really think I want to interrupt so they don't do anything massive to us right at the end here and take us out right away. My archer is probably faster than them. Whew. They're up front. All right, this is it, folks. We interrupt their front line. They try retribution, but we interrupt them, thank goodness. And then we do 20 points of damage. Boom. Got it. Woo, that was so close. Crypto King in the house. Wow. Good game. I was sweating. Woo. Good game. Ready for another one? Yes. Oh, man. Yeah. Both Crypto Kong and us have, or myself, we've each lost one game and we've won one game. Whew. Heart is racing. Let's come over here to find fights, and I think we can say battle player at Crypto Kong Go. Confirm. Oh, it wasn't for me. Okay. Battle Room C, here we go. It's the best 2 out of 3, guys, if y'all didn't know. So if I can win this one, that's great. If Crypto Kong wins this one, we'll go out for another battle here. So, oh my goodness. Same type of stuff right here. I think I'm going to use a skill this time, and this time we're going to start off with aimed shot right away. Interaction failed. Use skill, aimed shot. There we go. Let's hope that he does not realize that that's exactly the same thing I did last time. We use aim shot. We get 70. Oh, they use aim shot. They get 70 on us. We do aim shot and get 70 on them as well. Nice. They're doing 31 points of normal damage on us front line. We're doing 31 points. It's fairly evenly done. This is nice. It's very challenging. So this time I'm going to do fierce attack and not do my cannon barrage right away. We'll see what they do. All right, turn number 2. They're gonna do some cannon. Oh my goodness, they're really doing cannon barrage, and so are we. Then they do 33 points of normal damage. We're doing, or no, that's what we did to them. I forget, we've switched sides this time. So they're doing 39 points of damage to us as well. So this is interesting. Let's go ahead and do a, we did fierce attack, they did cannon barrage, but this time we're gonna be doing cannon barrage. Actually, let's do aimed shot again. So we're hitting their midline for another 70 points right there, softening them up a little bit. Wow, they do fierce attack, takes out my front line right away. Yowza, not good. So now Crypto Kong taking the lead from this. Woo, I've only got 2 and that one is down quite a bit. Let's use a skill right here. Let's take, I think we can do another aimed shot at this point, or maybe we should, yeah, let's do aimed shot. Try to do a little bit more with their second line, their midsection. Our front line can take out their front line, maybe it'll be pretty close. Let's see what we get here. So aimed shot for 70 points, their midline. They're going to do a fierce attack for 48 to our front line. We're going to do normal damage on their front line, 38, and take out their front line. Here's where the switch is. Look at that. We've reversed the stuff. Now their 2 heroes with their front line being pretty low right there. 1 hit could take them out. It's going to take at least 2 hits for our front line to get taken out as well. So I think we're going to just do a fierce attack and not get interrupted by anything. Whew. Man, heart is racing. 100 points. Oh my goodness, they use chivalry right here. Heal that up. We do 55 points of damage, which would have taken them out, but they get healed up pretty well. That is amazing. That was a real good use of chivalry. Let's go ahead and use another skill right now. Let's do aim shot again. I wonder if they're gonna guess that. He could probably guess that pretty well. Oops. Let's see. They're gonna do 50 points. We do 70 points on their back line. We take them out. Woo! This is so close again. This is such a good match. Oh my goodness. We do 30 points of normal damage to Crypto Kong. Crypto Kong does 27 points of normal damage to us. Crypto Kong only has 1 hero left. I've got a full hero and a little bit of an extra one, but man alive. This is Hollow for Life coming in here with the, the popcorn. Oh my goodness. We're gonna go ahead and use a fierce attack so they cannot block that right there. And let's just see what we get here. Woo! We're gonna do, they use Ice Blast, take out our frontline character for 75 points. Our frontline dies, our midline moves up. We do 36% in a fierce attack. They do 27. Our fierce attack from our archer is just puny. It's hardly anything. This is not good. This is not a good place to be. I don't think I should use a skill. I have aim shot, I have full draw, but and ice blast, but the likelihood of them thinking that I'm gonna do one of these things is crazy. I think I've just got to do a fierce attack again right here, and they're gonna try to interrupt me. We'll see how that goes. Oh, they do retribution. That's not good. My fierce attack is probably not gonna get me anywhere. 37 points, it's not enough. I've got to go full out on this. This is a game changer. They're back in the lead on this. We're gonna have to do that. I should have done that last time. That would have been the game. That would have been the game right there. If they would have done it at retribution, we were to have done a full draw. That would have been it. But unfortunately, I think I probably just did myself in. They interrupt. Of course they're going to interrupt. And now they'll be able to easily take me out. If not this time, then next round, I feel. We do a measly 28 points with our archer. They do 28 points, but look at that. It's just so... There's no way. If we take a look in here, they're down to 56 points. I've got to do something that's going to take out 56 points. They know, Crypto Kong's got to know that I'm going to try a skill, and they're going to interrupt that, right? I'm going to have to say, go for it anyway, right? Even with that. Oh, aimed shot, probably should not have done that. I think aim shot only goes for mid. So we do aim shot that hits nothing. Ah. Aim shot was not the one. I was thinking of full draw. But aim shot always hits mid, and if there is no mid, you lose it, which I lost it. So wham, wham, wham. Good game. Good game. Oh man. Wrong skill used. All right. Last one. Tiebreaker. Woo! Hey, Mr. Meows, Sergeant Phil McNasty, welcome on in. Nope. Aimed shot is always mid, so that attack was totally lost. Wham, wham, wham. Yep. Okay, guys, let's get back into here for fights. Okay, let's do a Battle Crypto Kong one more time. This is the tiebreaker. Looks like I've joined at just the right time, Sergeant says. Indeed you have, Sergeant. This is our third and final game. It's all tied up. Woo! Crypto Kong is a good contender, I must say. We're going to start off this time immediately with a fierce attack. We're going to mix it up a little bit, I think. He might be expecting an armed or an aimed shot, which I've done both the other two games right off the bat. So he's going to, he interrupts midline, yes! So we're going to do then he does normal damage at 27. We do a fierce attack for 39 right off the bat, so we get it. We get the surprise right there. Woo! Let's see. He's probably going to guess that we're going to do something again this next time, but we are going to go for aimed shot at this point. It would be easy to guess, I would suppose. So it's very likely that he could guess it again. We'll see. Ooh, he interrupts my front line this time, but that's not the right one that was being used, I don't think. Oh, no. It was. Oh, my goodness. That was the one that I had done it from. So we do 27 points. They do some points of damage as well. We're looking very even right now. Very even in the scoreboard. We're going to go ahead and use a skill, and let's go ahead and use... I don't think... Last Stand is going to gain us some points for the percentages of health we're missing. We're going to go ahead and use Cannon Barrage. I'm not really very happy with that at the moment. I think they're going to be able to guess something, and we probably should have interrupted. They're going to use Cannon Barrage on us. We're going to use Cannon Barrage on them as well, but I've not been doing very well in general. We do 35 points of damage to Crypto Kong. They're going to do 30 points of normal damage on us as well. Okay. They have a full meter here. We should probably think about interrupting them at some point soon, maybe. We've got aimed shot, last draw. We're going to go ahead and go for an aimed shot this time. Probably could guess that fairly easily as well also. They use aimed shot on our midline and they take us out. We're going to do 36 points of normal damage. They're going to do 32 points of normal damage. We lost our aimed shot because they took out our hero there. So this is looking really bad at this point. Let's try... man, I think he's going to guess aimed shot from us. But we're going to go ahead and try it anyway. Maybe he might try to get off. He's got 2 meter or something. He might try to do a... might try to use a skill of his own. And if that's true, then we could get... we might be able to get our aim shot off while he's trying to do a skill of his own. They interrupt our front line. We get aim shot off to get their mid line, 70 points of damage to Crypto Kong. They're going to do 28 points of normal damage to us. We're going to do 30 points of normal damage to Crypto Kong. That brings things down fairly low. I guess overall, I probably have a little bit more health than he does with my 2. Even though he's got 3, I think it's looking pretty interesting there. So what we need to do is, I'm going to say fierce attack right here. And yeah, wrong guess by me. Yep. That's one of the reasons why I like to have multiple heroes that have, 110 points to our midline. Crypto Kong comes in with full draw, really takes us out. We do 49 points of damage to their front line. They're going to do some points of damage, 31 points to our front line. So that's really evened things out quite a bit more. Wow, that full draw is powerful. All right, so let's see. Not fierce attack. We want to use a skill again right here. And let's say that we're going to go for backstab. We're going to try to get rid of that front line hero real quick. Whoo! Turn number 7. We do backstab for 50. We take out his front line. Nice! Crypto Kong is going to come in. Oh, we do 37 points of normal damage. Even on top of that, they're going to come in and do 39 points of normal damage. Now, I think, is it true that I could have an upper hand? They do not have a full meter. They could still do a little something, but let's go ahead and use a skill. Maybe we could do cleave. Let's do full draw. He might suspect we're going to do cleave. We do full draw, 110 points on him. Wow, we get that in. They're going to do 75 points with an Ice Blast. Oh man, we don't have much left. We do 38 points of normal damage. They're going to do some, and that might take us out right here. 26 points of normal damage does take us out. Holy smokes, look at this, folks. Each of us have one hero with about 1/3 our hit points. This is such a close match again. They've got a full meter right here. And I've got that silly archer again that hardly has anything. I'm going to have to interrupt, I think. Oh, man. This is such a well matched game. This is crazy. We interrupt their front line. Yes, we do get that. We get a full meter for that. We interrupted a retribution, which would have totally taken us out. But, unfortunately, we're only going to do 26 points of damage to Crypto Kong, and Crypto Kong's going to do 29 points. It looks very, very bad, but look how close this is. This is craziness. This is total craziness. So if we look back at the health points, it looks like both of us have a decent amount of health left. I'm going to have to say interrupt again right here, right? I kind of want to protect myself against some big amount of damage. I'm playing a little bit defensively now, more than I probably want to. We're going to interrupt their front line. Chivalry was interrupted. That's very good. We got 2 meters right now. We're going to do 28 points of normal damage to them. They're going to do 26 points of normal damage to us. Oh, man, you know what this means, guys? Woo! This is so close. That means they're down to 52 points. We're down to 24 points. Guys, I will not be able to take that out in the next round. He will definitely be able to take me out next round. I think I can get off something faster. So if we do Ice Blast, will he guess that and try to interrupt? We get off Ice Blast. Whoa. Whoa, my goodness. Barely. That was so close. Whoa. Wow, good game. Heart racing. You will have to go back and re-watch this stream. Wow. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Wow. Good game. Crypto Kong! Crypto Kong says, just for your information, chivalry only helps your other heroes. Wow. Yikes. I'm still learning a lot myself. Can't wait till the next one. Indeed. Yes, indeed. Love these. Woo! Sir Mirrors suggesting go fierce attack and interrupt turn after turn. Or turn after. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah. Champions in the making. So Eric's has was the first person to beat me in my first thing right there. So wow. Let's take a look at the tournament, how the tournament's gone so far, if y'all want to take a quick look. So I was first up against Eric's and lost that battle. So I got pumped down here into the losers. And we were fighting Babs the intern. Each of us, Babs had lost their first one as well. So we got put in together. I won that one against Babs and got moved up to here for Edge of Extinction is what it's called. And again, Crypto Kong, both he and I had won one and lost one. So it was really well battled. And that was just a crazy battle right there. That was really good. And so now I suppose I move up to something, the next ranking, but woo, that was so close. Crypto Kong, if you are watching this, man, you did so much stuff. Oh my goodness. Wow. Crypto Kong says, coming back to your stream now, didn't want to cheat. Oh man. Let's see, Sir Mir says, Crypto Grady already out the 21st. Absolutely. Yeah, that was Crypto Kong. That was wild, wasn't it? Oh my goodness. You're definitely going to have to, I'm glad you're here back in chat with us. You're going to have to go back and rewatch, of course, all of the stuff that happened from my end of it. You will, I'm sure that might be surprising to you as well to see how I was playing and all this kind of stuff. But it was wild. We were so well matched the whole time through. It was just crazy. I don't think I've seen I guess I shouldn't say that. I probably have seen other matches where people like Guy Kid and Franz and those were playing. But man, this was a really good close match. Absolutely. So yeah. My heart was racing. It's still pounding hard right now. That I think is a really good indication of a good game. So I'm glad to see these games are doing well. Yeah. Woo, Crypto Kong. So glad that you're here in the Fight Club. Crypto Kong, is this your first? Is this your first time in Fight Club? For me, it's my second. I played in the Baby Cup. And of course, I was out almost right away in the Baby Cup as well. I think I won one game and I lost my second game. I lost against Guy Kid, by the way, for anybody who knows Guy Kid. Pretty powerful contender. I'm surprised that my second battle was Guy Kid, actually. But got knocked out in my second turn, and I didn't really notice who else was playing in that one, so I'd be interested to know if you were playing. Yes, didn't have enough low heroes at the time. I went out and I actually bought I think 4 new level 1 heroes just specifically for that Fight Club event. And of course I got taken out in my second one by Guy Kid. It was just... So what I've been doing in the meantime, by the way, is I've kept those heroes at level 1, right? So in my heroes list, oops, it's not this account, it's this other account here. Let's come back over to DFK1. So in my DFK1 account, I've got a lot of these level 1 heroes, level 1s, ascendings, that I'm keeping here. So maxed out at 2,000 experience, maxed out at 2,000 experience for some of these others. There's another one, there's another one. And so I have all these level 1s that I'm not leveling up on purpose. I guess there's only 3 left in here. I guess some of them I've leveled up or accidentally leveled up. But I still have 3 level 1s that I'm holding there to go into another baby cup or something. So I don't know if you'd be interested in buying up some level 4 floor levels, but these heroes that I have in here were almost floor levels. They weren't quite floor levels because I wanted to make sure that they were a little on the good side. And so I might have spent 50 crystal on some of these, perhaps. So maybe almost twice as much as floor prices. But I definitely did not spend more than 70 on any of them, on any of the individual heroes for the baby cup. And you might be able to find some good floor ones, and then that way, and just not level them up, like to have them set aside for these are going to be level 1 heroes. And also another idea for you, or anybody listening out there, is with DFK Duels. I don't know how many of us are playing DFK Duels right now, right? But you could do a solo or a squad or something. And I have several heroes that are specifically set aside for doing DFK Duels that are all very low levels, right? So if we do levels ascending, I've got some, let me take a quick peek at what I've got for Duels as an example. So I've got a bunch of swamp heroes. So let's take a look at swamp, I think. Yeah, so I've got all these swamp heroes right in here that can be duels, and most of them should be level 1s, or no, maybe these are all level 5s. No, they're all level 1s right in here. So they're with the swamp, and I'm keeping them at level 1s. And can swap them out a little bit. And then that way I can play in some duels every now and then also. Even if you're not playing duels right now yourself, for whatever reason, then I think the duels is going to get better. It's going to be something that DFK is going to continue. And so me just having them, having paid for them once, I can be gaining some experience. They're gaining loot for me in the meantime. And of course you could always sell them back if you ever decided that you needed the cash for them again. But I think now with heroes just being, $6 to $8 or $10 is not too bad. Yeah. All right. Woo, that was a lot of fun. Crypto Kong, you and I are paired up, it seems, really well with those heroes. That was good. Oh, man. Yeah, Crypto Grady got out pretty quick in that, didn't he? So if we take a look here, Crypto Grady went up against Victor, and I guess lost. And then Crypto Grady went up against Grado, is that how we're going to pronounce it, or GR8O? And lost that one too. I cannot believe this, guys. I really can't. Is Grady in the house? Sometimes Grady joins us here at the end of the streams. Grady, are you lurking there in the background? How did that even happen? And the reason that I'm questioning this a little bit is because Grady has such a huge number of heroes to choose from that I would think that he would be able to pick a really good team to battle with, right? I mean, when you've got 1,500 to go for, Bob Nothing says lost to hope. No, is that true? Bob Nothing, are you saying that you lost to hope, or Bob lost to hope, or that Grady lost to hope? Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I was looking up here for some reason. But yes, you're right. Hope and Grady played. Yes, gotcha. I see. So, and I don't know much about Hope. Is Hope a really good player? But still, and Victor, I don't know anything about Victor too. Victor could be a really good player as well. I'm surprised to see that, I'm not overly surprised, Franz and Hope together. Group 1 might be the, maybe Group 1 is the strongest players. I'm noticing that Poring is here, Franz is here, Grady I thought was a really strong player as well. So maybe Hodl for Life, Poring, Grado, Victor, and Hope, people that I don't really know very much, maybe those are really, really strong players, and this whole group is filled with strong players, right? If I was designing the game, that's what I would do. So all these strong players battle themselves rather than battling a bunch of weak players first, right? Grady, all the wrong moves. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I'm supposing somebody videoed that, right? Is that on some video I can watch somewhere? I'm so behind in watching videos lately. Wouldn't surprise me if Bogside Chats or Grady himself streamed that. Zabu! Welcome on in, Zabu. How are you doing? Bob Nothing here says, game and formats designed to emphasize strategy and give lesser heroes shots to win despite lower raw stats. Gotcha. So even though Grady might have had a stronger team, it's a little bit more balanced out on purpose, is what I'm hearing, right? And so someone with not quite as a strong team could still come in and get it. So this also means, I guess, that, the strategy, right? So Hope might just have a better strategy. And I guess there's luck involved too, right? One of the other things that Grady has mentioned a couple of times, and I totally agree with, is you saw the way I played. And the way I play, I'm not really playing with a chess brain where I'm thinking 3 moves ahead or all that kind of stuff. I'm kind of going with the flow right there at the moment. I don't expect to get very far. Some people are going to take me out pretty quick. I'm actually surprised that I won this one. I think there was a lot of luck on my part, and maybe a little bit of skill, tiny bit, but I think I really just got lucky in a few places as well. And so I think there are going to be some people like chess masters that come out of this that I've seen some people play games like Poring and Franz and a couple of those others, that they are just thinking like 4 steps ahead with trying to combat and anticipate what their opponent is going to do. And one thing that y'all might have noticed for me is I really wasn't playing that big brain enough to even be considering too much what Crypto Kong was even about to do. Like, one of the things that I remember seeing some other players do is they would recognize which heroes the opponent had just been playing and recognize that they've got this many meter and they have these heroes then that can apply these skills, and this hero just applied a skill last turn, so they need a cooldown time period. And I really don't think about any of that kind of stuff, right? I mean, maybe a tiny bit. Maybe once every couple of rounds or something, I will, oh yeah, he just did something here, so I need to consider that, but not a lot. And so once we get more big brain players with better strategies, I think I will probably have less of a chance to win, unless I'm paired with other people that are doing similar type of strategies as I am, which I think makes it really fun for those kind of newbie mid-range players like myself. Yeah, this game with Crypto Kong was a lot of fun, and a lot of that has to do with I think, you know, we're pretty well matched at the same levels of stuff, perhaps. Oh, let's see. Lucas, welcome on in. How you doing? Zabu says, had fun getting stomped. What were you up to here? Zabu, did you get stomped somewhere? Where, what section were you in? Were you somewhere over here? There's Zabu. So Zabu went up against Snakily and then up against Dix T. I see. How was your game, Zabu? Were those pretty strong players for you as well? Or did you just happen to make a bunch of mistakes? It's so easy to make some mistakes in this game. And even guessing or anticipating the wrong move can really do you in real quick, right? Fight Club, Notech says. Bob Nothing says, you can find Crypto Grady's or other tournament games pretty easily if you scroll. Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, we could scroll back through the battle log. Absolutely true. I don't know if I want to take the time to watch that right now, but for those of y'all, we could always do a search for Crypto Grady back up here in the search field and look for things up here. And of course we could also just manually scroll back, but I think that it would be a little bit easier to do something like just look for Grady as an example and then find out where some of those fights were in the battle rooms, right? So here is some of the battle rooms. Oh, maybe they're not in the same place. That's in the referee section. This is not quite as easy to find it here as I would have thought. There's a bunch of other chatter in here as well. Should I, let's see, maybe someone's given me some more better advice to find it in a specific battle room. Is there a way that I could maybe right click on that and like search in just a specific battle room rather than everywhere? Let's see. Zabu says, it always seems I'm going to pull a victory and then bam, the tide turns. Man, yeah, Crypto Kong turned the tide on me a couple of times. It was so good. Really good player. Sergeant says, my gosh, here's to just participate and win some of those consolation prizes. Yeah, the consolation prizes are good also. I was not expecting to win the games that I had. Even just being in or winning one would have been cool. Consolation prizes is good for me. The battle log tab just shows the results and gives you a link to start the battle in the right room. Yeah. Below, find fights. Below, find fights. Back and forth for sure, Crypto Kong says. Yeah, it was crazy, Crypto Kong. Our game together was definitely, I think I'm going to make a video out of that. I think I'm going to slice that little section up and make a short little video for it. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Very exciting. Let's see. So Bob Nothing says, below, find fights. Are you saying like here? We can click on this, jump to it, and go to Battle Room A. Can I like... Can I actually go and look at the fight itself? I mean, this is going to take me to Battle Room A, but then I'm near the bottom of it. It's just like where Crypto Kong and I were fighting, and then I would have to scroll up some amount of time and distance. I'd rather just do a search in here, right? The tab below, Bob Nothing says, battle log. Oh, from in here? Search is tough. So in the battle log? Can we, how can I do a search in this one place? Starbucks, Zaboo. Starbuck. Then those links take you to the right spot. You're talking about up here? I don't know where you're talking about. The blue text here. All right. So we should try to find Crypto Grady in here. This is way too challenging to do. This is taking too long. Oh, there's Crypto Grady and somebody else. Hope. There you go. So I could click on that right there. Crypto Grady versus Hope. All right. And then we could go and we could watch each of these turns one at a time. There's turn one. Is this the whole fight? All of it together? So we've got Crypto Grady and Hope battling it out. 50, they do a cannon barrage and then lightning strike to Crypto Grady. He did 31 points damage to Hope, 36 points of damage to Grady of normal damage, 22 and 23 meter each gained. Turn two, it is the entire battle. Awesome. Hope is gonna block Crypto Grady from something, but he does a fierce attack instead. 39 points of damage are done. Hope is gonna, or Crypto Grady does a cannon or backstab, 50 points on Hope, and cannon barrage to Grady, taking out the front line. 37 points of normal damage on Hope. 27 points of normal damage on Grady. Grady uses Blitz, 30 points on Hope. And looks like Hope's going to do a heal and get 67 health points back. Grady does 44 points of damage, looks like. And it's going too fast for me to read. Hope is going to block. Grady does 50 points on Hope's front line, then 42 points of normal damage. Hope does 32 points on Grady. Next turn, Grady gets off an aimed shot, kills Hope's midline. Hope does something to Grady. Grady does 42 points of normal damage. I didn't quite catch that. Hope does 32 points on Grady. Hope blocks the midline again, but instead Grady does a backstab takes out Hope's front line, and then 43 points of normal damage. So Grady's doing really good right here. 27 points. Grady's going to interrupt their front line, which blocks full draw. Wow, that's really good. And then 33 points of normal damage. Boy, this is going to be tough for Hope to pull this out. Then Grady uses full draw, it takes that up. So obviously Grady won that one. So I guess there was another one. I mean, Grady, I guess, had to lose the other two to not advance for that. But wow, yeah. If y'all want to look at some other Fight Club stuff, that is a lot of fun to just watch these past battles. A little tricky, perhaps, to go find some of those old ones, but wow. Looks good here. Must have lost the other two. Absolutely right. Wow. Very cool, guys. Woo! Crypto Kong, thanks again for the battle and the fun, and yeah, it was really fantastic battling with you. If you want to battle sometime in the future, I think that it could be a lot of fun. If you want to practice on me a little bit more, like outside of normal games or outside of matches, then feel free to call me in at any time. Love to do all that. And like I said, if you find value in watching my side of the fight a little bit later, then that could be something of interest to you as well. I don't know if you'd learn anything or it would help your game at all, but I feel that if you, or if any of us was to like watch somebody play live and got to see how they were reacting and how they were playing, that might be good insight for us. It also means, unfortunately, since I'm streaming this kind of stuff, that some of y'all out there will probably learn how I play and probably be able to beat me pretty easily in the future. So go gentle on me, I guess I should say. Because yeah, once y'all figure out how I play, I'm sure it'll be pretty easy to do that. Zabu says, one more like, please. Yeah, we're about to end the stream here, guys. If y'all would like this video, strongly appreciate it. YouTube and the algorithm really goes a long way for likes and comments on videos. So if you can get comments in there too. We're about to end the stream, guys. Really loved it and appreciate it. Let me catch up with chat real quick just to see if y'all have said anything else. I do remember that we want to get back to the Darlantis Discord. I have not forgotten about it, and we are going to do something in here with this voting as we add a little bit more. But even Crypto Grady's come in here to say hi, so hello, Grady. But I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to go back and look at what some other suggestions y'all had, but go ahead and make some suggestions inside here as well in the Discord so I can copy and paste those up. And then I'll put the ABCs down at the bottom so y'all can vote on this as far as what to do with our new jewel that we're getting from the Sea Jeweler. We've got to decide in our mutual or community-owned account what we're going to do there, right? Option A should say existing Crystal ETH. ETH Garden. Oh yeah, right. Existing Crystal ETH, not Crystal USDC. Absolutely right, TuneFed. Thanks. We'll go ahead. In fact, I'll even just go ahead and modify that right at this very moment. Crystal ETH is the pool that we're in. All right, and I'll make other changes to this a little bit later, but it's after 6 o'clock. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. I think we still might have a guest here, so I wanna say hi to them or bye to them. Let's see. Sergeant says, you make Costco runs more entertaining. Thanks a lot, Sergeant. Glad to hear that a little bit of DeFi Kingdoms chatter throughout your day can help out. I really like to listen to additional people as well. So it's good to see that we've got more people putting DFK content out there. Let's see. TuneFed says, still ranked #1. Nice. Option A should be yes. Thanks for the stream. Thank y'all for being here. It's really, y'all being here and interacting makes these streams a lot more fun. Really brings it back, not just to me, to any of us streamers, that, you know, the viewers out there, y'all interacting, loving the DFK stuff. If we were just streaming to nobody, then it would be very boring very quickly. I know that. I've done that before. Not a lot of fun. So thank y'all for being here. Absolutely. Okay, guys, you know that we're going to do another stream tomorrow morning on Twitch. We're going to do an afternoon stream on YouTube again. So we'll do all of this again tomorrow. Thanks for being here and hanging out with me today on another day in the life of DFK. Until I see y'all tomorrow, have a good day or evening or morning, wherever y'all are. Rock out.